and having only a few stitches on the needles is a little bit... Hello everybody, I'm Anna, also known as Anna Knitter, and you can find me on annaknitter.com. You find my shop and my Instagram handle and all my YouTube videos there, and you can subscribe to my newsletter if you don't want to miss shop updates and sales and coupon codes and all the exciting things. Today I want to show you many finished objects. I share a German word of the day with you, show you my works in progress, and I have news about our Knitalong, the Anna's Knit Club. And I show you what I have in my shop. So I would say let's start. First of all, I want to show you this pair of socks. Here's the other one, but I need the sock blocker, the second, for another finished object. So this is a pair of socks in the pattern Skypy Stripes. You can see the pattern here. It's on the second sock, it's on this side. So I have a right and a left toe. It's a very easy pattern, over 10 stitches. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. And it's very much fun. And I think it's great for sock yarns like this, so unicolored sock yarns, or blocked stripes. But I have seen busier sock yarns as well knit up in that pattern, and honestly it always looks great. But I think it looks very, very pretty in these bigger color blocks. For example, Felice yarn would be perfect for that yarn. This colorway was in the Opal subscription of, I don't know, but I know I took a note on this tag. It says it will be part of the beauty collection, the Opal yarn collection, on Valentine's Day. That means it will be in my shop on or shortly after Valentine's Day with other similar colors. I have another ball of yarn, I can show you, wait, that is dyed in a similar way with other colors, and that will be in the collection as well. Oh, and here it says May 2022. So this was in the subscription of May 2022. And this is a Christmas present. And this will be a Christmas present as well. Yeah, so I finished this. Did I finish this in December or January? I don't know anymore. It is a finished object for quite some time now. What can I say? I just used the color knit up and used Opal natural. This is blurring out white, right? So that's better. Natural Opal white yarn. And if you hear noises in the background, that's Benny. He thinks the people aren't allowed to walk across the street there where we go Gussie usually. Maybe he thinks it's his street. That was my first finished object. My second finished object is a sock as well, and at the same time my new pattern. Oh, that looks so striking on the screen now. Okay, this is the Highlighther socks pattern I have in my Etsy shop and on Ravelry and on my website. And I also have, you see them, wait, oh, it's so difficult. Okay, here you see the kits. I used, wait, neon Opal Minis, and they are completely sold out at Opal right now, so I can't order more at the moment. So everything I have in my shop, I have in my shop, and then it's gone, and I don't know when they will produce them again. They are the normal Opal Minis, but in neon colors. So that means 10 gram, 42 meter, and the kit has the black yarn as well. And you can make, oops, these pretty socks with the kit. So this is a European 39, and I had leftover. I don't know. I wrote in the pattern how much you need for the size and so on. But I weighed after every stripe how much I have left, so I know so that I can finish the sock, or if I had to change something in the pattern. As you can see, I used 2 different patterns. I made these neon macaroons, and on the foot I only did 1 stripe per color. And I think both is very, very pretty. So you could do just as I did and do the leg in the one pattern and the foot in the other pattern, and decide to make this or this pattern. I like both. It's both fun and it's not color work. I usually don't knit color work because it's too fiddly in my opinion, and I'm in fear that I would knit too tight and then it wouldn't fit and so on. Someday I will learn it. But this is not color work. You only use 1 color at a time. And it's so much fun. Neon is so untypical for me, but when I saw the neon minis, I received them as a gift in one of my shipments from Opal, and I immediately called the guy and said, oh, can I get them? Can I get them? I never have them in my minis I usually buy, and they are sold separately. So yeah, so I ordered all the neon minis they had for the shop. What can I else say about this? I think there isn't much to talk about anymore. 2x2 ribbing in black, because no one wants to do twisted rib in black. And I like 2x2 ribbing. My normal slip stitch heel and the normal German bunch spitze toe. Yeah, and this fun pattern. And this is a pair for me. They are so amazing. But be warned, you have many ends to weave in, because I don't carry the orange, for example, until I use it the next time, because it's so much. If you are used to do that, I think you could carry along. I only carried from the first orange to the last orange, you know? So that's how I did it. But if you weave in the ends as you go, so for example, when you say, oh, I'm done knitting now, I make a break or whatever. Or when you say, I want to drink coffee now, pick up your current project with many ends to weave in. As long as it is on the needles, just flip it around and start weaving in. If you know it will fit you. I mean, you can't do this with garments if you aren't sure if they will fit, because once woven in, the way I weave in, there is no chance to open the seams up again. Yeah, second finished object. The third finished object I showed you as a picture already last time, but here it is in real life. It's my water bottle cozy, and the water bottle is filled because it was freezing cold today. We have still much snow outside. It's melting a little bit, then it freezes again, and that's why I nearly fell today while I went out, while I was walking the dog. So it's still very cold here. So I think right before Christmas we got high positives up to, I think, 14 degrees Celsius. That is crazy. There will be spring weather, and now it's always around 0 or a little bit under 0 degrees. And that's why I needed my hot water bottle. And when I had the migraine for 2 weeks in a row, that was helping me a lot. And here you see it's filled and it still fits. And I haven't tried to put the filled water bottle out of the cozy, but I definitely can say if the water bottle is empty, it's very easy to get the cozy off and on again. So it's not a big deal. Yeah, my seaming wasn't the best, but I was so impatient. Is that the right word? I just wanted to have it ready to use. Yeah, and I think I will make more. I'm using hot water bottles all the time. Because I like to have, for example, in the sleeping room, is that the word? I like to sleep with an open window, or have the window open during the day all the time. So it's fresh and nice air, so I can sleep well. And I love it when it's cold and you snuggle under your blanket with a book and so on. But it's so cold that I need a hot water bottle. Or it helps very much against migraine attacks, as I found out now. So I laid my head and my neck onto the hot water bottle. Or against cramps. It's amazing what you can do with heat. Isn't it interesting? So that is a finished object. And before I forget, there is another finished object. I have two different finished objects for you. But the finished object I show you now are actually 4 different finished objects. I made Easter eggs. So here is Easter egg number 1 out of Opal Minis. Number 2. Number 3. And I changed the length. Actually accidentally, but I think a small egg is cute too. So you have these to compare. And I think I will write up a pattern for you, a free pattern for Easter. So we can knit Easter eggs. Very easy Easter eggs. They are a little bit fiddly in the beginning because you have very few stitches on DP ends. I'm sure you could do this with a magic loop or whatever. You have to translate it to your preferred method, but after the start, I think after row 2 or 3, I don't know now exactly, it's very easy. It's only the fiddly part with making new stitches and having only a few stitches on the needles is a little bit... And I had migraine when I was trying this out, and so I was sitting there like that with migraine. That was a little bit stupid. But I will make more. They are so much fun, and I will use them as an Easter garland because I decided where I have the garland still up now. You saw in all my Vlogmas videos the garland on our stairs with Tommy's advent calendar, the socks on it. I will buy another garland, maybe eucalyptus or something, so a fake one, and make it around the, and maybe add a fairy light and attach Easter eggs onto that when Easter is here, because I like to have something like that on the stairs. It looks so much prettier and cozier and filled. This year I decided to de-decorate step by step. So the first thing I put away was all the figures and these tiny things you put everywhere during Advent. Then I think 2 weeks later, or 2.5 weeks later, we got rid of the tree because it was losing all the needles already. I couldn't let go. We last weekend we put away the tree, so we had it for a month. And I still have the fairy lights and the garlands up because I still enjoy them. Yeah. Okay, finished object. And my last finished object, and I think it will be a pattern. I think a free pattern. And the last finished object is my favorite finished object, and I will make more of these because I think, besides socks, what I enjoy the most making is, I don't know if decor is the right word, but home accessories. Blankets and pillows, for example. And like these socks for the garland and eggs and so on, and I was going to make a blanket, as you maybe remember. And then I was measuring something, I think. I laid it onto my pillow, on this pillow, with another cover, and measured something and realized, oh, that would make a great pillow. And so I decided to make 50 squares, 25 here and 25 here, seam them together and attach buttons. And now I have the cutest, coziest pillow ever. I take it everywhere. I take it from the sofa to the chair, sometimes into the bed, because it's like a big stuffed animal. It feels so soft. So what you see is completely a pillow made of opal yarn completely. Some leftovers and many minis, because I love opal minis. And the white is opal yarn too. So that is all sock yarn, so sturdy sock yarn, not merino sock yarn. That means you can throw it into the washing machine without any worries. And that's why I added the snaps. And I think I will add 2 more snaps, here and here, so it looks a little bit neater on the side. Because all the pillows I looked up on Ravelry and everywhere were closed completely, or with flipped over and huge buttons. And then I think, okay, I have long hair and I know already that sometimes with buttons on my sleeves it happens all the time that my hair gets tangled and it hurts and I rip off hair and everything. So I needed small buttons and buttons. So buttons in general, in the first place, because I want to be able to wash it. And this pillow is a washable pillow actually, but I don't trust it. I think it will get, you know, in German we say klumpig. I don't know how it's called in English. Yeah. And I wrote a pattern for this as well. It's in my everywhere where you can buy my patterns, so on my website, on Etsy and on Ravelry. And I have kits for it in my shop, and I can't stop snuggling this pillow because it's so cozy. It's so soft. Benny likes it too. And Tommy likes it. He was like so surprised and said, "Oh, that's so cool." And I said, is that your true opinion, or just do you think it's cool because I'm happy about it? No, that's so cool. And I'm already planning to, I'm thinking about making other sets in other colors. Oh, Christmas colors. A Christmas pillow and an Easter pillow and an autumnal pillow. And more Scrappy pillows. This is so nice because I also like making blankets, but you know it takes forever and eventually they never get done. But a pillow is doable. And I will put one kit for me aside. And I will knit it as a 50 days of Easter calendar, so to say. So I will start Easter knitting a square every day. And on Pentecost I will have a finished pillow. Isn't that awesome? It's amazing. I love this. So this is my favorite finished object, I guess, of the year. It's only January, I know. It's finished. Now I have to stand up and show you something, because it could be a finished object, but I decided it is not, because I want to make it even bigger. But my memories blanket could be done already. It's huge. Oh no, wait, before I show you my memories blanket, I show you the kits for the pillow. So I made kits with 25 different, these are all different colors, and that is not easy to make with Opal Minis, because in one set of 28 Opal Minis I get, and they are not sorted. I usually have 10 different colors. It's not easy to make kits with 25 different colors, like for advent calendars and so on. And so this is a very special kit. You get 25 minis and the white yarn for making the pillow. And as I said, I will keep one set for myself. I can't resist Opal Minis. I don't know. I love Opal yarn and I like to dig through different colorways and they are so cute and tidy. But now we come to my works in progress and I want to show you my, it could be a finished object but still work in progress, blanket. So the last square I finished, or block I finished, was it the light or the dark gray? I think the light gray was this one. And just in case I remember incorrectly, no, this was the one before, okay, because I was knitting on this in Vienna and Bavaria. So that was my last finished square. As you know, I make color blocks and it is already from the floor up to here long. And I am 166 centimeters. So yeah, it goes up to here, to my shoulders. And I used it already on the sofa. I will still add 3 more blocks and then call it a day, because that is what I planned out and I like big blankets. And I use them all the time. I love blankets. Always. I always use blankets, even in the summer. I need something to cover myself, and even if it's only the feet, because it's so much more cozy. And I'm working on... Wait. It's huge and it's amazing because I'm working on this since 2016 already. And I have so many ideas for new blankets. I'm working on a blue block at the moment. I do the same colors. I think blue is my 3rd block already because there aren't so many colors. At least in my stash. And I think that is okay. And I wasn't surprised that blue is the color I have most leftovers and minis from. And I'm still doing my tiny little challenge, so 5 squares a week, and it's good. Today, when I'm filming this, it's Tuesday, and I have 1 square done and a 2nd started. So I'm on track. That's good. That's what I'm working on. And here are the 2 color sorted mini bags I have to knit. I don't know exactly if the next one is this or this. That would be amazing. I mean I can choose. Only the board, I have to be careful when I knit the border of the squares, because one is in the middle that has only 10 rows around, and the other one is on the right side, and that will have 2 times 20 rows. So on the outer sides, 20 rows. But that would be nice for February. Yeah, so this is this. Let me check if I have forgotten something about this. No, the next work in progress is a pair of socks. Oh, here are my other blue minis I still have to knit. But I wanted to show you my current work in progress. I haven't knit on this the last 2 weeks, I would say, because I was enjoying crocheting so much. And my knitted blanket. I'm only working on my blankets lately because I enjoy it so much. So here is the skein. This is the Opal subscription from December. And the Musterschlachtknäuel pattern battle. So nicht Knäuel, sorry, that is German. Ball. This is the contrast color, also Opal. And here's the sock. It's a vanilla sock, and the colorway has a very, very long repeat. And the community loves these two balls. There's this one and another one that stripes similar but in different colors, and the people love it because it looks like scrappy socks without weaving in ends. I think that might be the reason. So I finished the heel, and now I would have to knit the gusset. And this is 60 stitches, 2.5mm needles, 2x2 ribbing, and look at this amazing progress keeper, and that will lead us to the German word of the day very soon. I found an amazing shop on Etsy. That should be her card. Adore Knits. I can't show this because there's a coupon code only for people who ordered something, and I don't want to betray her. Steph and Steve, how cute is that? A Steph and a Steve found each other. And it's Adore Knit on Etsy. And she wrote me a note, and I ordered several other progress keepers that are Harry Potter related. So here is a sock. And I think I have them in my amazing box by Christina, and this is downstairs on the table because I was crocheting and used the tools. But I will show them next time. I thought this is so pretty and it matches the yarn perfectly. Yeah, as I said, I didn't really work on it. It's in my Ravenclaw bag. How perfect is that? Because I was enjoying blanket making so much lately. And the pillow. Yeah. But I think I finished 2 socks already. 2 pairs of socks. This month. So I'm good. Let me see. Yeah, the other work in progress is my cotton rainbow blanket. My ocean rainbow blanket. This is downstairs because it is huge and heavy and not easy to show, and I have 2 videos already about this blanket. If you want to know more about my rainbow blanket and what I'm doing with it lately, you can watch my daily dedication videos. And other than that, the last work in progress is a blanket as well, and I have it here in my felted huge bag, and it's my Granny Ripple blanket. I have added several rows already. So here is how long it is. Isn't that amazing? I love this blanket. It's so much fun. I don't know, there is something about crocheting. It's lovely. The yarn. Let's talk about the yarn. The yarn is Stylecraft Special DK. I would say they are leftovers, but usually I have whole balls left over. They are left over from my temperature blanket of 2018. And I decided to use all these up and the leftover from my Christmas blanket to make another great, big, huge, colorful, fun blanket. And I think I added, I think here, it was here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 18 rows. This year. I saw in January. It should be 18 rows. And it is, this is double the width. Half the width, I'm sorry. So you can double it and you know how long it is, and it's amazing to see it on the screen because it's so small and I see the colors in a different way, and I still think it's amazing. It's very much fun to work on. It's already huge, so it keeps me warm while I work on it. I think I cast on about 300 stitches? I'm not quite sure. But it's not important, you know, that's not rocket science. And I'm using a no-name crochet hook. It would be interesting if there's any difference between these very expensive and loved tulip hooks and the hooks. They look exactly the same. And it's a 4mm needle. If you know if there is a difference, please let me know. I like these rubber handles very much because it's easier on the hands and on the wrist. I couldn't work with these metal only needles, I think. Hooks. Yeah, I like them. Now we come to the German word of the day, and the German word of the day is Geburtstag. I showed you the progress keeper, happy birthday Harry, and the German word for birthday is Geburtstag. Why is Geburtstag the German word of the day this week? Because my birthday is very soon, in 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and I already think about it a lot because I plan to make a vacation of some kind on or around my birthday, and that is because at the moment I'm overwhelmed by creative ideas. I have ideas for new patterns. I want to knit, crochet, I want to cross stitch. I want to do all the things. I'm reading much more than the last month again. So I want to do all the things, and there is not so much time. So I thought, why not diving into all the things I like to do on my birthday? And I'm looking forward to that very much. Weaving. I wanted to start weaving. When Benny had his pain and I couldn't move sometimes because he was sleeping on my lap, I watched videos, and one of the videos was a weaving video, and I loved weaving in school. You know, we had these very easy, cheap looms you have in school, and I loved making that. It's so much fun. And I would enjoy making mug rugs and placemats and so on. Maybe some ornaments, so hanging things, decorations, but I like to do home things that are pretty but also useful, and that would be something nice. Or for example, weaving squares and attach them to each other to make blankets. Oh, scarves! You can do so many things with weaving. Yeah, that's a thing. So, and I think I will do all the things on my birthday. That is in German, Geburtstag. It's a word-by-word translation. Birth, Geburt, Tag, day. So it's word-by-word translated. We are still having our 2 make-alongs. There is our year-long make-along, the Daily Dedication 2023. For my daily dedication, I'm listening to the Bible every day for 30 minutes. Although I have to admit I cheated a little bit, because when I had migraine a lot, I wasn't listening to the Bible and I wasn't crocheting on the blanket, and now I was catching up. And when I was catching up, I was listening to the Bible in double the speed. So, so I was listening 15 minutes, but it was the same amount as 30 minutes because it was 2 times as fast. Because I wanted to catch up everything I missed, and I catched up everything I missed already, and also with my blanket. So that is my daily dedication 2023. Although I have to say I might change my projects a little bit. So maybe I won't force myself to work on the cotton blanket every day, but on one of my 3 blankets I want to finish in 2023 every day. So for 30 minutes. So let me know if you have changed your goals already, or not your goals, but the way you can achieve them. But at least I make progress on all these blankets, so I think that is okay. That is our daily dedication 2023. Just for fun, make along on Instagram, no prizes or anything. Just use the hashtag and keep me updated. Some of you keep me updated on a daily basis. That is amazing. And it's great that I inspired you to finish your long-term projects. That's awesome. And our other year-long make-along is the Anna's Knit Club. also on Instagram. Every month we have another prompt we work for. So you can use every kind of craft you like. But sometimes I might say knit a pair of socks in, I don't know, this or that color. So that means you can only knit. But for example, this January, I did the same as for the whole year for daily dedication. For January and for Anna's Knit Club, I said I work on a project for a set amount of time you choose on every single day. Yeah, for example. And we have a Telegram group and it's getting big. We have so many members in our Telegram group. That is so cool. So our Telegram group is not only one chat and everything is in one big blob. It's like a little forum with different threads. So we have the group. Let's call the group a forum. Okay, it's a group, but it's like a forum. And then we have the thread monthly prompt. And you can type everything and write everything about the monthly prompt and share your photos and your patterns and everything. And we have a thread with fun polls. I every once in a while make up some polls and ask you things to get to know you. Another thread was, for example, in December, people shared their favorite Christmas music playlists there. So no chatting, only adding the Christmas music. Another thread is the big chat where you can just hop in and just start chatting. Or another thread is your social media handles, so we can follow you on Insta or wherever you are. So it's much fun. And this January is still a few days old. So we have still a few days left of January to knit on or make something every day. And for February there will be a new prompt. And I have something in the shop for Anna's Knit Club. Because I thought it would be fun to have patches for Anna's Knit Club. So I made this iron-on patch. And then I thought, wouldn't it be even more fun if we had bags and every month we could earn badges as patches and iron them on our bags that we use for our knitting projects. It's a very simple bag. I think this is meant to be, I don't know, you can color on it or dye it or something, but I like it natural. I ironed this on today just to show you. And my plan is to add a patch every day. So every time I participated in one of the prompts, I will add a patch to my bag. You can change the length of the, is it, I don't know, of the strip here. I don't know the English word for that. Wait. Okay, now it's this length, but you can see, you can change it. There's so much left. And it has a little pocket inside. Very easy and simple everything. But it's 100% cotton. You can wash it. I washed it already, so it shrinked, so it won't shrink again. I ironed them and attached this thing. And on the screen you can see the patch for January. You will see the clock for the daily dedication. And on February there will be a new patch that represents our prompt of the month. So I thought that could be something you enjoy if you are a member of Anna's Knit Club. You can buy them in my shop this weekend. Yeah, and you can pre-order the patch for January. Yeah, I think it's fun. I'm a collector of these kind of things. I don't know. I think it's fun. And that is everything I can show you today. I have no questions I can share with you. No new Insta Knit Night questions. I haven't received questions from you yet. So I will say, I have a question for you. I will end this podcast with a question for you because I'm so overwhelmed by all the ideas I have and all the projects I want to start, and I'm holding myself back with lots of power. That I need much energy for that because I want to finish. For example, I have many ideas for scrappy projects and for more pillows, and I'm actually working on a crochet pattern at the moment. Yeah? Okay, that's crazy. I think I will need help from someone so that I write it correctly. Because I know what I do. I could make a video tutorial, but I would like to write it down too. But I was going to say, I have so many ideas, but I'm holding myself back so I don't get overwhelmed by a gazillion works in progress, which are all long-term projects or longer-term projects. And I want to dive into all the other crafts lately. I want to make another cross-stitch from Clouds Factory. There are so many fun ones. And I'm sure very soon the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery will announce their new stitch along for the year and so on. What do you do when you are so overwhelmed by all the things you want to do? Do you just start all the things? And does it bother you if you don't get, or if they don't get finished soon because it's too much at the same time? Or are you holding yourself back, as I do at the moment? That would be very interesting for me. For now, I want to keep working on my 3 blankets and finish, I don't know, the sock. And I want to start a new sock because, you know, there has always to be a sock on the needles. But I have so many other ideas as well. Please help. Just let me know what you do. If you have experienced the same already. I'm wishing you a lovely time with your needles and hooks. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to know something, if you have a question for me, then I answer it in the next video. And I hope I will see you in our Telegram group. You can find all the links in the show notes under this video. Thank you for watching. Bye!